This is Greg Benson here at Corn College, editor, top producer, talking with Bob Utterback, the Farm Journal economist. And Bob, yesterday afternoon, a pretty surprising report or an announcement from USDA.
Yeah, it was an announcement. You know, the June 28th report, Acreage, was kind of a nuclear bomb in the market. Going into that report, people thought corn acres could be as low as 83, coming to 85, and it just completely surprised trade with 87. And even if you didn't agree with it, you had to trade it. And that's led to that, plus the improving crop conditions, to the tremendous June to late July sell-off in excess of from 473 in the center corn to the recent low of 315. That's an excessive sell-off. I think there's a lot of political pressure put on USDA to say these acres. Almost every seed corn guy you talk to says, I just don't believe these numbers. And so the USDA has come out and said we're going to resurvey, and I think the quote was 7 out of 5 corn production states. Now the initial impression of that statement is it's very bullish. They made an and a do-over. But the thing, if you look at the actual states, it's North Dakota that reduced its acreage production by 650, so the risk could be it could increase. Illinois and Indiana, which didn't really change that much, so we'll reduce some acres there. Ohio, Pennsylvania, which is not a major corn production state, Kentucky, and Missouri. They're not going to resurvey Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota, which is where a lot of the acreage growth was at. So if we reduce the acres in those fringe states and we get a million and a half acreage reduction in this report, which is what I would mainly get me prepared for, but the overall yield stays high, the negative effect on reduction and carryover won't be as much as we intuitively think with a million and a half, 2 acres reduction.
So how's the crop looking?
I think overall, you know, this is August, and this is one of the problems of August is it looks great from the fence row. We still have the soft spots. I still would argue that we're going to get surprised a little. I'm not a 162 yield bear. I'm about a 157, 158, which is still an impressive yield number. I would argue that the problem now we've got now is that the market has used a lot of its jam-fed bullishness, which is the acreage revision out in the January report. So the bull is going to lose up a lot of energy in August, September. And a producer really needs to think about his strategy on if he's going to store, is he going to store corn all the way to next summer, hoping for an event when he can sell, carry, and capture a decent return on investment. And so I would be encouraging producers not to fall in love with their corn and the old crop beans.
So listen, to be careful not to get too excited about what the markets did today.
We've had a good bounce, and tomorrow, next 2 days will be the answer. Will be follow through. I think today was short covering. Wouldn't be surprised when Project Gate tonight to be down a little and then back up a little and maybe move a little higher, but then prior to the report start chopping again. And then the next leg of the rally, the final leg of the rally, will be between August 15th to September 10th. Concerned about dry, cold weather and frost.
So you want to be protecting that bottom on your positions right now?
Yeah, if you're short, you got to defend maybe for near term. If you haven't sowed, this is really the rally for the guys that haven't sowed.
Okay.
And we did a survey out here in the crowd today. About 50, I'd say 50% of the crowd has 50% of the inventory sold, but a lot of people don't have. And I've been talking to merchandisers, and a lot of the grain sales on the books are very, very low. So there's a lot of inventory to be moved. So we need to be really on this September bounce, taking advantage. And I would be selling the July 2010 corn, selling that carry, looking at that 380 to 395 range.
All right, that's Bob Utterback with Utterback Marketing, the Farm Journal economist here at Corn College. Thanks, Bob.